Habari za asubuhi. Naomba kule studio tuwe pamoja sasa tuweze kutoa matangazo. Pia hili ni jaribio la vifaa vya utafsiri. Nitazungumza kwa Kiingereza ili nieleze kwamba kwa wale ambao watahitaji utafsiri waweze kutumia hivi vifaa. Right, good morning ladies and gentlemen. So that we bridge the language gap, I'll be speaking in Swahili as the MC of the function. Kindly use the interpretation devices at your chair, and if you are seated where we haven't set them, we'd like to know where you're seated so that we can send them to you, can bring them to you. I note that English is channel number 1. By show of hands, will anybody need the equipments so that we know where we... Sir, did I see your hand come up? All right. And I saw another hand over here. I'm scanning the room. Okay, right here. I'm left-handed, so I'm scanning left. Let me scan right. Oh, there's a lot of you towards the right. Okay, so we've seen the areas, and may I please request my good friends in the booths, your technical people, to move with those, with the equipment towards our guests, our very distinguished guests. Okay, coming to you. No problem. You're not going to miss a thing. All right. Hizi seti tunazo za kutosha, eh? Tunaweza tukawapelekea wageni wetu. Hapa, hapa, na kona kule. Namba tuwapelekee. I'll be back shortly, in just about a minute, so that I can run you through the program and some of the local protocol. Give me a sec. So my good friends, the interpreters, allow me to continue with the English just a little bit for our distinguished guests. Being requested to ask all those needing the equipment, if they are nowhere near you, to please go towards the back end of the room where you see the 2 booths. For the group over there, if you don't mind, I would really like to know where you're from. You're very colorful this morning. Could you ask a colleague to assist you, just a single one of you, to go pick up the equipment for everyone else towards the back? Okay, we're good there. Excellent, super. Okay, great stuff, good stuff. All right. And over here, please let's continue. Before I begin, I want to make sure everybody's on the same page. It's a bit chilly in the room. If you stand up and you go over, it's also a good idea. I'll be settling you down shortly, ladies and gentlemen, as my start time is 10 a.m. Sorry. We have some people online, so good morning to you, good afternoon, and good evening. We're at 9:35 East African time, Arusha, Tanzania. I can see my good friend is sorted. Good to see. I had a hand at the back. Are you good? And yes, now everybody seems to be wearing these. Let's begin with Wi-Fi, ladies and gentlemen. Please log into the capital letters of Grand Melia. I think it'll be the first that will pop up. And once you click, it'll move you to a page where you can. All right, there you go. For the TTCL one. But I'm also told that you can use the Grand Melia, the capital letters, in caps, fill in conf, C-O-N-F, and the password is 2025. All right, so if you're logging into the TTCL, which is the local internet, of course, telephony company within Tanzania. And so the password is UN Tourism TTCL, as written. So you may use both. Grand Melia Conf, which is conference, C-O-N-F, 2025. Is everybody good with that? Because we all want to connect back with home, colleagues. All right, that's number one. If you wish to refresh, ladies and gentlemen, now's the time, as I'll be requesting for all of us to be seated in the next few minutes. Please exit. If you're towards the back end of the room, towards the registration area, they can also assist you in letting you know where the ladies and the gents are, but they're generally in that area, towards that end of the room. If you exit through the doors, I think those will be secured shortly. And just beyond the glass, where the open cooking will be done, live cooking will be done, it's just behind those tents. So you will see the signages for the ladies and the gents. All right, please familiarize yourself with the environment and enjoy Grand Melia. It's customary that when the guest of honor comes into the room, I'll request that we be upstanding. We'll remain standing, and the brass band will lead us into the national anthem of the United Republic of Tanzania, as well as one verse from the East African Community Anthem. We'll then take our seats and proceed with the program. I'll be doing the protocol roll and introducing the speakers as they come through. I believe you may have the program. Please use the QR code on your registration card so that you can flow with the program. All right, I'll be running the event in Swahili, so I believe you should all be able to follow through the translation devices. All right, and that's only for the official opening ceremony, ladies and gentlemen. So welcome to Tanzania. Unforgettable Tanzania. I understand on the 25th, you have an excursion. I'm not really sure where you're going to be going to, whether it's closed within Arusha National Park or further out. I may not be able to say this during the official opening, but you are at the gateway to the wonders of the world, I can assure you. All right, it's a bit rainy, but it's also cool weather. Picturesque city, Arusha. Just downtown yesterday, and I believe probably today, if weather permitting, we had a grand concert, open cooking from all regions of Tanzania. Tanzania is extremely diverse. If you come out here in the north, you go towards the lake zone, where they love them, well, matoke, Uganda. And the north is also very good with bananas. Central Tanzania with cassava, and it's an assortment of food stuff that you can enjoy. If you go down south, we have a great mixture for all the countries bordering Tanzania. We relate in one way or another, and so some of you are from those countries, and you will definitely enjoy either the sadza here, if you're from Zambia or Zimbabwe, and we have the First Lady with us, and it's called ugali in Swahili. So enjoy the food. Kenya and Tanzania, very well renowned for nyama choma. I think nyama choma now has spread across Eastern Southern Africa. So if you love your braai, your meat grilled, whichever way, Arusha offers you some pretty interesting varieties because of the Maasai. Please enjoy those at the eateries spread all across the town. So you can go very Western if you wish, Mediterranean. You can go Chinese. Tanzania has everything to offer wherever you go. Please enjoy yourselves. Okay. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, please, if you wish to refresh, take the moment now. Let's set our phones on silence for the duration of the opening ceremony. We've given you the Wi-Fi passwords. Please connect. And let's get ready to welcome the VPs shortly. Karibuni sana. Most welcome. Learn a bit of Swahili too. I'll teach you something right now. Are you ready? Are you ready to learn some Swahili? Mambo? No, the Swahili speakers and the Kenyans, please don't. Mambo? You say poa. Mambo? Okay. Habari? You've been practicing in your hotels, and on your way here, or, you know, in flight. Habari mzuri. So generally, mambo poa should be fine. Okay, and habari mzuri. But Tanzania is not only unforgettable, it's not only amazing, but we are forging ahead as one. And so, Her Excellency the President, Dr. Samia Suluhu Hassan, came up with a tag that we all respond to. We say, in English, the United Republic of Tanzania, which is mainland Tanzania and Zanzibar. Listen to the response from the Tanzanians. Jamhuri ya Muungano wa Tanzania. Kazi, kazi, iendelee. All right? Exactly. Keep the ball rolling. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'll be back shortly and we'll get underway shortly. In the meantime, please settle down and let's continue with the good music and maybe the brass band. Mnataka kuchangamsha kidogo? Okay. Okay. Let's blow something. Karibuni-san.
Yeah. Yeah. Pole.
Asante Asha Haji kutoka hapo studio zetu za Mikocheni jijini Dar es Salaam. Karibu mtazamaji wa TBC1 kwenye matangazo ya moja kwa moja kutoka hapa mkoani Arusha katika hoteli ya Grand Mele, ambapo leo hii Tanzania ndiye mwenyeji wa jukwaa la kimataifa la utalii, shirika la utalii wa vyakula la shirika la utalii duniani kanda ya Afrika linalofanya jijini hapa Arusha kuanzia tarehe 23 hadi tarehe 25. Tanzania imekuwa mwenyeji wa jukwaa hili, ambapo mwaka jana katika taifa la Zimbabwe kuanzia tarehe 26 hadi tarehe 28 mwezi Julai mwaka 2024 ndipo jukwaa hilo kwa mara ya kwanza liweza kufanyika katika taifa hilo, likiangazia swala la utalii wa vyakula barani Afrika, ambalo limeratibiwa na shirika la utalii duniani kanda ya Afrika. Na leo Tanzania imekuwa ni miongoni mwa mataifa hayo, huku ikiwa ni jukwaa la pili ambapo linafanyika hapa jijini Arusha na kukutanisha washiriki takriban 300 kutoka maeneo mbalimbali ya bara la Afrika, pia maeneo mbalimbali duniani. Hiyo yote ni kuja kujionea namna ambavyo utamaduni na utalii wa vyakula kwa taifa hili la Tanzania, namna ambavyo limekuwa likifanya kuhakikisha kwamba ule utamaduni na urithi wa kuendeleza ile asili ya kutumia vyakula vya asili unakuwa unaendelea kuimarishwa na kudumishwa, kama vile enzi na enzi ambapo wazee wa zamani walikuwa wakitumia vyakula vya asili. Na tunafahamu Tanzania pia ina zaidi ya makabila 120 ambayo yapo hapa, na kila kabila ndani ya kabila hilo jamii zake zimekuwa na utamaduni wa tofauti, utamaduni wa kuvutia, utamaduni wa kiasili kabisa. Mimi ni Halfani Ali, ndiye nayekuletea matangazo haya kutoka hapa jijini Arusha. Ila nikufahamisha tu kwamba mgeni rasmi katika jukwaa hili la pili la kimataifa la utalii wa vyakula linaloratibiwa na shirika la utalii duniani atakuwa ni makamu wa rais Dr. Philip Isidori Mpango. Ndiye atakuwa mgeni rasmi ambaye atakwenda kuzindua jukwaa hili la pili katika ukumbi huu uliopo hapa jijini Arusha, ukumbi wa Grand Mele. Ila pia ataambatana na ugeni mwingine kutoka mataifa mbalimbali ikiwemo Afrika Kusini, lakini pia taifa la Zimbabwe, bila kusahau mwenyeji waziri wa maliasili na utalii. Na kama unavyoona hapo ni picha ikimwonyesha makamu wa rais Dr. Philip Isidori Mpango akiwa anaingia katika ukumbi huu uliopo hapa katika hoteli hii ya Grand Mele, akiambatana na ugeni mkubwa kutoka mataifa mbalimbali ikiwemo taifa la Zimbabwe pamoja na taifa la Afrika Kusini, pamoja na wadau mbalimbali kutoka maeneo mengi hapa Afrika na nje ya Afrika. Ukumbi unapendeza kwelikweli, ukiwa umekusanya wataalamu mbalimbali wa masuala ya chakula, lakini pia viongozi wa kisekta na serikali kutoka mataifa mbalimbali kama nilivyokujuza hapo awali. Na kutazama hapo msafara huu ambao unaongozwa na mgeni rasmi makamu wa rais Dr. Isidori Mpango, yupo pia waziri wa maliasili na utalii Balozi Dr. Pindi Chana. Pate kusikia
Makofi mabibi na mabwana, karibuni tukae. Let's take our seats. Naomba tuweke miito ya simu yetu katika mwitiko mdogo tafadhali. Jamhuri ya Muungano wa Tanzania. Jamhuri ya Muungano wa Tanzania. Mheshimiwa mgeni rasmi, wageni wamejifunza angalau Kiswahili cha kuanzia. Kazi iendelee. Karibu sana, na ni furaha yetu kubwa kukuona una siha njema, furaha tele, tabasamu lako la bashasha kama kawaida. Naomba tukupigie makofi mengi sana Mheshimiwa Dr. Philip Isdor Mpango, Makamu wa Rais wa Jamhuri ya Muungano wa Tanzania. Karibu sana katika mkutano huu maalum. Mheshimiwa, mkutano huu umepewa jina ambalo sitajifanya kukifahamu Kiingereza na kukitafsiri kwa Kiswahili vizuri, lakini moja kati ya waandalizi ni UN Tourism, shirika la Umoja wa Mataifa linalosimamia masuala, linashughulikia masuala ya utalii, pamoja na center inayoitwa Basque Culinary Center, ambapo nitamtambua mkurugenzi wake mkuu baada ya muda mfupi. Sasa kuna maneno mawili, gastronomy na culinary arts. Labda nimwachie Dr. Abbas ambaye ni mtaalamu wa Kiswahili, lakini mimi nimeng'amua kwamba gastronomy ni gastronomia, culinary arts ni sanaa ya mapishi. Hapa Arusha mjini siku ya jana, wananchi wakazi waliopata bahati ya kuingia katikati ya jiji wamepata nafasi ya kuonja, kama wa kaskazini hawajawahi kuonja chakula cha kusini mwa Tanzania, nyanda za juu, basi jana walionja kidogo, pamoja na mziki na burudani, katika kuwafahamisha Watanzania kuhusiana na kikao hiki na umuhimu wa utalii wa gastronomia. Karibu sana kwenye kikao hiki. Haya ndio maelezo yangu mimi mafupi kabla sijatambua waheshimiwa ambao wamekaa nawe katika meza kuu. Mabibi na mabwana, hiki ni kikao cha pili. Cha kwanza kilisimamiwa vema na si mwingine Mheshimiwa Dr. Auxilia C. Mnangagwa, ambaye naomba nikuinue. May I please request that you rise, Your Excellency? The First Lady of Zimbabwe, ladies and gentlemen. Piga makofi mengi sana. Wewe ndiye kinara na kiongozi wa masuala haya huko Zimbabwe na barani Afrika. Tutasikia kutoka kwako siku ya leo, tuelimishe kidogo kuhusiana na unavyoendeleza shughuli huko, na sisi tuweze kuiga na hata kuboresha. Maana sisi wa Tanzania ni wazuri sana wa kunogesha zaidi. Karibu sana. Naomba sasa tumtambue kwa upande wa Umoja wa Mataifa, Tourism, UN Tourism, Katibu Mkuu. Tunayo heshima ya kuwa na ndugu Zurab Pololikashvili. Naomba nikuinue tafadhali. May I please request that you rise? Makofi mengi sana kwake ndugu Zurab Pololikashvili. Na naomba kwa hapa nchini Tanzania, naomba upokee kijiti kutoka kwa Mheshimiwa First Lady. Si mwingine ni Mheshimiwa Balozi Dr. Pindi Hazara Chana, Waziri wa Utalii Tanzania. Tupige makofi mabibi na bwana. Chini ya usimamizi wako, uchechemuzi wa utalii umekuwa hauna mfanoe. Karibu ukae, na tumekuheshimisha katika kikao hiki. Lakini pia katika mkoa huu, mkoa ambao haujapoa tangu ameingia madarakani, naomba tafadhali nimtambue mkuu wa mkoa wa Arusha. Naomba usimame, Mheshimiwa Paul Christian Makonda, mabibi na bwana, the Arusha Regional Commissioner. Hongera sana. Nimeingia mjini hapa wananiambia umepachangamsha sana, na wanafurahia juhudi zako za kuendeleza utalii katika ukanda huu. Hongera sana. Lakini katika usimamizi kiwizara, lazima tutoe sifa nyingi sana na tumtambue Dr. Hassan Abbas. Naomba usimame Mheshimiwa, Katibu Mkuu Wizara ya Utalii, Maliasili na Utalii. Hongera sana kiongozi kwa kazi kubwa unayoifanya. Mshirika wetu kwa umuhimu, Mheshimiwa Jose Mari Aizega, Mkurugenzi Mkuu Basque Culinary Center. Naomba usimame tafadhali na tukushangilie sana. Hongera kwa kuwa mshirika katika forum hii, na tutasikia kutoka kwako. Na mheshimiwa, sijui kama utapata nafasi ya kubaki Arusha, lakini kuna live cooking hapo. Tutakuwa na demonstration ya mapishi ya Kimediterranean, ya Kitanzania, ya Kizimbabwe. Yani kwa kweli wageni hawa wataondoka wameshiba na wamenenepa katika siku hizi mbili. Wamenenepa pia na uzuri wa nchi yetu. Nisipoteze muda basi, mabibi na wabwana, kwa vile Mheshimiwa Katibu Mkuu ndiye ambaye ana salamu za msingi na utambuzi wa msingi wa wageni wetu wote hawa na sababu za kwa nini kikao hiki kiko hapa Tanzania. Kwa hiyo karibuni sana mabibi na wabwana, waheshimiwa mawaziri, waheshimiwa mabalozi, wawakilishi wa mashirika ya kimataifa, wageni mashuhuri, viongozi katika mkoa, wadau wa utalii na mapishi, wanawake na wanaume, mabibi na wabwana, karibuni sana. Tupige makofi ninavyomkaribisha Katibu Mkuu. Karibu Dr. Hassan Abbas.
Your Excellency, Dr. Philip Isdori Mpango, Vice President of the United Republic of Tanzania, Honorable Minister Pindi Chana, Minister of Tourism and Natural Resources, United Republic of Tanzania, Honorable Zurab, UN Tourism Secretary General. I recognize the presence of other ministers, deputy ministers, and our mother, Mama Mnangagwa from Zimbabwe. Welcome to Tanzania. Representatives of diplomatic corps, international organizations, tourism stakeholders, and my fellow invited guests. Habari za asubuhi. Habari za asubuhi. Bonjour. Masa ul khair. We don't have Arabic speakers. Your Excellency, JAMHURI ya MUUNGANO wa Tanzania. Thank you for coming to Tanzania. On behalf of the organizing committees from both UN Tourism and the United Republic of Tanzania, it's my singular honor and pleasure to welcome you all to iconic city of Arusha and to Tanzania in general. The esteemed forum, the second UN Tourism Regional Forum on Gastronomy Tourism for Africa, kickstarts today here in Tanzania. My little task this morning is to do a little bit of introduction of distinguished leaders and guests who are with us today. And I'm not going to repeat, but in honor of recognition, allow me to recognize again the Minister of Tourism and Natural Resources for Tanzania, Honorable Pindi Chana. Once again, we have our co-host, Mheshimiwa Honorable Zurab. Your second name is very long. Welcome to Tanzania. I also recognize the presence of Mr. Jokse Mari Alzega, Director of the Culinary Center. Once again, welcome. We also have our mama, once again, Her Excellency Dr. Auxilia Mhangagwa from Zimbabwe. And we also have the Regional Commissioner for Arusha, Mr. Paul Makonda. Asante sana for hosting us. From other countries in Africa, I'm also honored to introduce the presence of several ministers and deputy ministers as follows. We have Honorable Didier Mpambia Musanga, Minister of Tourism from DRC. Thank you. Honorable Bubara Rosi, Minister of Tourism and the Hospitality Industry, Republic of Zimbabwe. We also have today with us here Honorable Dunstan Luka Kitandula, my very own Deputy Minister from Tanzania. We also have Honorable Makotso Magi Sotu, Deputy Minister of Tourism, Republic of South Africa. She's there. Your Excellency, we also have members of Parliament, led by my brother, Timothy Omzava, Chairperson, Parliamentary Committee on Land, Natural Resources, and Tourism. Can you stand again? You are my boss. Thank you. He is accompanied by Eunice Shirima, the Secretary to the Committee. I think she's somewhere. We have two other members of Parliament, Emmanuel Makasaka, member of the committee, and my sister Asia Abdul Karim, member of the committee. Because of time, I think we have a number of other dignitaries. I'll just mention them in groups. We have PSCs and deputy PSCs. Can you just rise from, okay? Thank you. We also have ambassadors and representatives of international organizations, wherever you are. Can we clap for them? I also have in my list a number of tourism directors from African countries and beyond, tourism directors. Of course, led by you, Dr. Teresa, my very own tourism director. We also have tourism directors, but these are CEOs of tourism board from a number of African countries. Can you also rise? We also have a representative from Chama cha Mapinduzi, led by our very own, the chairperson for Arusha, Mzee Sabaya. We also have religious leaders from Arusha. I can see some of them. Asanteni sana for coming. Other leaders of political parties are also present. Allow me, Your Excellency, also to recognize the presence of our traditional chiefs. Traditional chiefs, they are over there. Asanteni sana for coming. I also have the Director for Multilateral Cooperation at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, my brother Kaganda. He should be somewhere. He's part of us in the Secretariat. From UN Tourism, I wish to recognize two other very important sisters of mine. The first one is Alessia, the UN Tourism Regional Director for Africa. She's from Seychelles. And another sister of mine is Natalia. She's from Colombia. Thank you for coming. She is the Executive Director of UN Tourism at UN Tourism Headquarters. I also recognize the presence of Board of Directors and chairpersons of boards of Tanzanian tourism institutions in Tanzania. I've seen a number of them. Thank you, Dr. Masanja. Another one was General Mabeo. I think he was sitting somewhere there. And finally, least but not least, Your Excellency, allow me to recognize the presence of 300 tourism stakeholders and tourism experts from Africa and beyond who are with us today. Naombeni wote msimame. Can you all rise, tourism stakeholders from Tanzania and the rest of Africa? Asanteni sana for coming. Your Excellency, my name is Dr. Hassan Abbas. As introduced, I'm the Permanent Secretary, Minister of Natural Resources and Tourism, United Republic of Tanzania. Asanteni kwa kunisikiliza. Merci beaucoup. Mucho gracias. Muito obrigado. Assalamu alaikum. Asantum shukran.
Asante sana Mheshimiwa Katibu Mkuu kwa usimamizi bora kabisa wa shughuli za wizara na matukio kama haya makubwa sana yanayozidi kuleta sifa katika nchi yetu. Naomba sasa nikaribishe mwandalizi mwenza wa mkutano huu. Naye si mwingine ni ndugu Jose Maria Aizega, Director General, Basque Culinary Center. Naomba tumpigie makofi. Please join me at the podium. Karibu sana, tusikie kutoka kwako.
Thank you very much. Your Excellency Vice President of the United Republic of Tanzania, Your Excellency First Lady of the Republic of Zimbabwe, great to see you again. I remember very well our first Africa Forum. Thank you so much. Minister of Natural Resources and Tourism of the United Republic of Tanzania, Secretary General of UN Tourism, authorities, participants, good morning to all. It's a pleasure to be here in Arusha and a privilege to organize with UN Tourism this regional forum on gastronomy tourism for Africa. Another great example of our collaboration since many years. Almost 10 years ago, UN Tourism and Basque Culinary Center, we thought that gastronomy tourism, being a strong phenomenon, required different forums to share best practices in the sector and among countries. Since then, we have seen how gastronomy tourism has increased the power of attraction, the power to influence the decisions of tourists, and how has influenced the strategies of governments and administrations. And we decided, being such a strong movement, to concentrate also our action in Africa. This forum is a great example. It's great to see so many public representatives and private sector participants in this forum. Thank you very much for being here. Also, I want to acknowledge our host institution, the United Republic of Tanzania. Thank you very much for hosting us and for your own hospitality. Thank you. One of the biggest transformations in gastronomy in the last years is the change of what we understand with this word, gastronomy, and its relevance in the world. Nowadays, we understand gastronomy as a very wide and diverse sector, a value chain from production, food industry, hospitality, restaurants, tourism. There are so many sectors in gastronomy. And also, gastronomy integrates cultural, social, and economic dimensions. It's a very important sector in our society. Gastronomy connects us with culture, with traditions, with authenticity. Also, I would say that in the past, fine dining has been the most relevant representation of gastronomy. Today, this has changed. The intersections between cultures, popular traditions, and gastronomic culture are a source of new modern and contemporary restaurants and proposals. At Basque Culinary Center, an university center located in San Sebastian, Basque Country, north of Spain, in the border with France, we are driven by this 360-degree vision of gastronomy. We think that there are many professions in gastronomy. So we have built programs in many areas: cooking, service, pastry, sommelier, managers, food and beverage professionals, journalists, teachers. There are so many professions. And we have to attract talent to our sector. Tomorrow, we will talk more about education in hospitality sector. At the Basque Culinary Center, we have a very international students community. That means that we have students from 35 countries powered by their passion in gastronomy and study different programs, because also continuous education is important for a professional in gastronomy. Not only initial education, a vocational training degree, but also different continuous programs to maintain updated as a professional. Also, we have created a research and innovation center because we believe very much that innovation connected with tradition, it's a very strong movement for development, and I I would say we have to keep in mind that this connection of bringing traditions to modern world, it's a very strong possibilities for every country, and also I would say from the gastronomy in Africa. All this present will, all this will be present in this forum dedicated to African gastronomy. We'll have many reflections. We will listen to many protagonists, from public strategy to chefs, from producers to tourism managers, all connected with an idea. How can we promote gastronomy and gastronomy tourism in Africa? How can we make the contribution of gastronomy grow? I hope you will enjoy the forum. We are also here to learn. You have so many things to share, and also we will have the opportunity to taste your delicious dishes, ugali, injama, choma, chipsi majai, pilau, mandasi, and so much more. Thank you very much for being here and hosting us. Enjoy these 2 days. Thank you.
Na Watanzania wenzangu, hatimaye chips mayai inaenda kimataifa sasa. Tupige makofi jamani, eh? Kuna mengi ambayo tutafaidika nayo. Safi, tunakushukuru sana sana ndugu Jose Mari Aizega, na ambayo umeyazungumza haswa kuhusiana na kwamba tuwavutie vijana wetu waweze kujifunza. Hii ni fursa kubwa sana, masuala ya upishi, sanaa ya upishi. Haya yatadhihirika baada ya hotuba ya UN Tourism Secretary General ndugu Zurab Kashvili, ambaye nakukaribisha sasa uweze kuja kuzungumza nasi. Karibu sana na tukupigie makofi mengi sana. Nitaomba baada ya hotuba yako uweze kubaki jukwani. Naamini kwamba kuna vyeti vya udhamini wa masomo haya atakukabidhi Mheshimiwa Waziri.
Asante sana. Habari za asubuhi. Good morning to everyone. Your Excellency Philip Bango, Vice President of United Republic of Tanzania. Excellency, your presence today, it's an honor, of course, but it's another kind of motivation, and it gives another level of to this very important, I think, event for Africa, for tourism, African tourism and gastronomy, of course. Again, many thanks to be with us this morning, and thank you for your blessings, for your support, and again your leadership. Of course, on behalf of UN Tourism, we want to send and express our best regards to Her Excellency Samia Suluhu Hassan, the President of United Republic of Tanzania. This country is blessed, and maybe many of you you didn't see the video how she is promoting her country. She is from tourism sector, and I really recommend all of you to see the promo video about Tanzania made by President. It's something unique, and please give the big applauses to her. Excellency Mariam Mwinwi, First Lady of Zanzibar. Unfortunately, I've never been in Zanzibar, but I will try my best to be there. Next event we will organize together. Dear Hassan Abbasi, dear friend, Permanent Secretary of Ministry of Natural Resources and Tourism. Next time I will learn from you. I will come here and announce everyone who is attending, and that was the great. I learned from you. Dear Jose Mari Aizega, Director General of Basque Culinary Center. Your Excellency, I want to tell you a few words. What is Basque Culinary Center? San Sebastian is a small, beautiful city like Arusha, size of Arusha, but the most Michelin star restaurants per square meter in the world are there. If you don't cook at home, you are not man there. I mean, all people, everyone in each family, they cook, man or woman. So 20 years ago, all main and big chefs, they decided to create, and they created by support of Basque government, one of the, maybe the most creative and innovative culinary academy. So